Falchagu Park Nashita Avonarue. Welcome to the Cairngorms National Park. Over the next few minutes we're going to share with you why the Cairngorms is a national park, what's so special about this amazing place and why so many people want to come and visit and enjoy it so much that they want to come back again and again. Despite John Muir, the founder of national parks, being born in Scotland, we were slow to create our own. The Cairngorms was designated in 2003, 130 years after the first ever national park, Yellowstone, in the USA. Scottish national parks are very 21st century, very much about people and place, with even the boundary of the Cairngorms being agreed by Scottish Government after lots of public engagement. So here we are in Britain's biggest national park, 4,500 square kilometres, twice the size of the Lake District National Park, an area larger than Majorca and Menorca added together. And what a place! Stretching from Slough in the north to Blair Atholl in the south, Laggan in the west, to Dinnet in the east.
Behind me, over my shoulder here, stretches the Cairngorms National Park, the largest national park in the UK, 4,500 square kilometres of some of the most remarkable landscapes to be found in the country. And those landscapes are full of a mosaic of habitats that are hugely important for wildlife. From the high mountain tops, some of the largest expanses of alpine habitat that we have here in the UK, that's home to snow bunting, dotterel, ptarmigan, hunted over by golden eagle, and down into the moorlands with red deer and red grouse and black grouse on the fringes, into the forests, the largest expanses of semi-natural forests still left in the UK, with speciality species of their own like capercaillie, Scottish crossbill, and the lochs and rivers, the fresh waters of the national park, home to species like goldeneye, otter, Arctic char, salmon, all on the water here. And the farmland, let's not forget those managed landscapes. The farmlands here support the largest concentration of breeding waders left in the UK. So this is one of the most important places. This national park, this largest national park of the UK, is extra special for wildlife. And if that's what you want to see, come here.
Cairngorms, the Blue Mountains, lie at the centre of this amazing place with Britain's largest area of high land, home to 4 of the 5 highest mountains in the UK, often Arctic with snow lying year-round in a few high places. Surrounding this high land is the largest area of native woodland in Britain: Scots pine, birch, alder, rowan, juniper, a long list. Woodland that is naturally and beautifully spreading along and up, with montane woodland, that's dwarf mountain trees, now growing high up the hills. Hills that are beautifully freshwater flows down through carefully managed farmland into the great rivers of Spey, Dee and Don, together giving us a stunning natural landscape that is home to a quarter of the UK's rare and endangered species. Everything from osprey and golden eagle and wildcats. Yet this is very much a place of people and nature, with us humans coming back to live here about 10,000 years ago as the last ice age started to melt. A culture that you can still see, if you look a little, in standing stones, chambered cairns and earth houses, right through to the 250-year-old new towns of Grantown, Tomintoul and Newton Moor, the new town on the moor, to Britain's best known holiday home, Queen Victoria's Balmoral Castle. All this is why over 2 million people want to visit here every year to discover and explore this amazing place, and those visits support nearly half our economy. We've been talking to visitors for the last 15 years, and they openly share with us what they want: quality experiences. That doesn't mean expensive, it means good, and experiences that are authentic and distinctive about the Cairngorms. And very importantly, experiences that don't damage this special place. It comes as a surprise to some in this remote mountainous area that the most popular activity for our visitors is simply sightseeing. experiencing our amazing Highland culture and going for a short walk, which is why we've all worked hard to promote and sign our 666 miles of core paths. Every village in the park has a range of great walks, and there are 17 easy-to-read leaflets showing these paths, and there are lots of places in the park with easy access, providing accessible facilities and things to do for all. Skiing, mountain walking and cycling are really important to many, but simply enjoying nature, relaxing, taking a photo and eating out in this amazing place are what most of us want to do.
So I'm sat here enjoying the wildlife on this bench. Behind me I have a lovely feeder setup where we've got things like red squirrels and crested tits coming in to visit. It's a lovely peaceful woodland and we're just 2 minutes from the village centre of Nethy Bridge. We're on one of the paths in the community path network. Each village in the national park has its own community path network, which are handily available to find out what they are in these path leaflets. The path networks cover a wide variety of habitats from moorland, forest, hillside, rivers, and even through the centre of the communities themselves. They are a wide variety of different lengths, so there really is something for everyone.
Our 2 million plus visitors a year are such an integral part of our economy, our communities, and our way of life. They support directly over 5,000 jobs and contribute over £300 million into our communities. They choose to spend their most valuable asset with us, their time. They choose to spend their 2 weeks holiday to come and enjoy this stunning place that we get to call home. So it's really important that our communities are part of the visitor experience and everybody gives them a really warm welcome and helps them to make the Cairngorms theirs.
So if you're chatting to a visitor, they might like you to share with them your favourite local walk, where there is a chance to experience our culture and history and get close to nature to see this great view. And when they get back to the village, share with them where they might enjoy a cuppa or a snack. And they might also want to know an attraction where the kids and them can have an exciting outdoor experience or simply learn more about the history and nature of the Cairngorms National Park. What's great for visitors is that there are so many amazing things to do in the Cairngorms that it's hard to fit them all into one holiday. And it's so big that there are plenty of quiet spots to explore. One thing we ask of visitors is to make it yours and tread lightly in the Cairngorms, leaving no litter, no trace, and to look after their dogs. On a lead in some areas to protect the wildlife if asked, so this amazing place stays this way. Our visitors love the Cairngorms National Park, scoring their visits here an amazing 9 out of 10, and this leaves us all with a wee bit more to do to make that a 10 next time. To find out more about how you can play your part in helping our visitors to have a memorable experience, visit the Make It Yours page on www.cairngorms.co.uk for tips and resources.